Today, lads, we're going to go through 6 to 8 characters that got cancelled from Grand Cross, and these range from characters that never released ever, or characters that got turned into other units, or actually cosmetics. So today, boys, we're going to go through all 6 of them, maybe 8 if you kind of take 2 of them, but let's just jump in. Quick shout out to SakeTube or SakeTube for actually giving me this video idea. He made a post about it on Reddit a month ago. I actually knew a lot of these, but that Merlin one that I'll go through towards the end of the video, I actually didn't know. So I'm going to assume most of you lot don't know too, but let's just jump into it.
Full counter!
Alright, so this currently distinguished, cancelled, and also unreleased. Unreleased are characters that are yet to come to the game, but will likely come in the future. Let's say Grower, for example. It does feel like she's been cancelled, but she will eventually come. Where cancelled characters are literally units that are probably never going to come to the game, which is why I waited till this Halloween to do it, because you'll see a reason why afterwards. But these are characters slash cosmetics that got turned into other things, or just likely won't come out. Alright, so the way cosmetics work, we normally get one SSR version, and then when you evolved into UR, to get a more updated outfit. So take Rimmer, for example. It is his actual black coat one, but without the overcoat. And then when you evolve it to UR, it then goes to this one, which is basically like the evolution of the character. And for Brawler Barn, it looks like we were meant to get a red one very, very early into the game's life cycle. Remember, the red Brawler Barn came out with the Ragnarok update this year, almost 2 years later after the game came out. And out of these cosmetics, one of them stands out, and it's this one right here. Not only is the artwork a lot different comparable to the other ones for no apparent reason, it also starts at SSR. Now, I'm not too sure how you got this, I can't remember, but in the loading screen right now, you can see there is an actual different version to this outfit, a more upgraded one. So from the looks of it, this was meant to be the actual red Brawler Barn that was meant to come out very, very early on, and for some reason, they just didn't do it. And then that kind of leads into my second point, and this is one of them that's kind of iffy, so you can kind of take it as maybe not counting here, but we have Purgatory Barn. So in the beta app, they had planned Purgatory Barn to be the Ragnarok version, but instead we got Brawler Barn. And like I mentioned early on, if we had gotten that Brawler Barn, let's say 1 year earlier, there's a very good chance that Ragnarok Barn would have been the actual Purgatory Barn version, where you would have had the same ultimate 6/6 rupture, and maybe it would have been a bit too soon, but we did see with Ragnarok Lost Fane that we did get obviously Lost Fane, and with probably Ragnarok King around the corner, we're most likely going to be getting Small Wing King too. So maybe you might not count that one because it is technically part of the beta app here, but at one point we were going to get a different version of Purgatory Barn, and well, they changed it to Brawler Barn, so that was number 2. Diona was another character that kind of got the same treatment as Brawler Barn, and one of her outfits, once again, I'm not too sure how you even got this one, but there is a SSR equivalent right here, and then boom, on screen now you can see the actual UR equivalent. This was most likely going to be a summer character. For whatever reason, they never released it, and the way the coin shop actually worked was the actual coin shop skins all had their armor pieces. So every skin right here had their armor. So to get a green Diona that came out after the blue with almost the exact same armor, just with basically more skin, I do believe at one point this was most likely going to be the actual green Diona, but for whatever reason they changed it and decided not to release the UR one and instead change it for this one, which to be fair, actually does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I do like it. Strangely enough, Garad was another character that was meant to get another version from the seams of it, but following the exact same thing we just talked about with the Diona and Barn, she was another character that got this on-screen cut-in right now, which once again, if you look in the game, I mean, you could argue it's going to be a cosmetic, but they normally get 2 URs and then 1 SSR, and none of them represent it. To be fair, it's more a Covenant Eye, so it could be one based on story mode, because remember, when she does get attacked by the actual, or I guess Rui, is that his name, she does lose a leg or legs, and also loses an eye as well. So this could be an actual Garad we're going to get in the future, but once again, Netmarble clearly doesn't care about most of the 7 Sins characters, so it's very unlikely we're ever going to get a new Garad, never mind an actual blue or actual red version of the current one we have right now. But yeah, that is one for Garad. This one is an actual infamous one right now, but on screen now you can see literally 4 different skins. They had planned that Gopher, at least his armor version, was going to be a different character. Now this is most likely going to be Dale, that was actually controlling a suit during season 1 here, and the funny thing is they actually did bring back some of the cosmetics. This outfit on screen is more of an updated version of the outfit you can see right now as well on screen, and they clearly just reused the model and said, yeah, you know what, let's just plop in Gopher, and then boom, let's make that a festival character. But remember, these were leaked literally 2 years ago, so you had planned for either Dale or Gopher controlling his armor to release very early on, but instead scrapped the idea and decided to make it a festival Gopher, and instead we got Hijack Gopher. So that one, I think, is probably one of the most obvious ones here that I think was kind of infamous in the community, but that was one I thought was kind of cool. From the looks of it, King was meant to get a new name version. As it is right now, for a very long time, actually, from almost release of the game, we always had 3 different Kings. And this King on screen, as you can see right now, once again, outfit drippy, and there is no outfit in the game that looks like it. You could argue, I guess, the green King that we got, you could argue it's kind of similar, but there's a massive difference, and most likely was going to be an entirely different King. And unfortunately, none of the outfits made it over to Grand Cross, and we can't even get a single one of them, so a little bit unfortunate, because to be fair, I do really like that outfit, but maybe in the future, we do get another skinny King, maybe a festival one, and he kind of takes the outfit and brings it over for a cosmetic similar to what we saw Gopher. Alright, so the final one, and why I waited 1 month to make this video, that is because there actually was a Halloween Merlin. I never knew this existed until I saw it on Reddit, and the outfit looks insane. But the reason why I waited, because it was kind of possible that we were going to get the actual Ragnarok Merlin, or the Truth Seeker Merlin here. We were going to get the actual red version, which would be that outfit, because Halloween was coming up. It could have been Merlin, but I guess because we just got Merlin a month prior, it wouldn't really make sense to get back-to-back Merlins here. But this is a character that's most likely never going to come out now. I mean, it's been in the files for 2 years now, and with characters coming and going, she's most likely never going to get a Halloween version. But you can never say never. Maybe next year we get the actual red version of the actual Ragnarok one, or the Truth Seeker one, like I mentioned. But this one did deeply hurt me. Now, speaking of Halloween characters, my 8th character, which once again you may not agree with here, that is Halloween Escanor. The beta app you can't take for guarantee, right? Because things are constantly changing. But I did go back and look at the schedule that got leaked a while ago, and I'm sure you've heard it by now because Nagato and myself made a video on it. Esther also came on the 28th of July, literally, as it said, 1 year later. And the collaboration dropped 1 week earlier, so it was looking like Halloween Escanor was going to come. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, they cancelled him, if they even made him. So I guess, once again, you may not class that one as being, you know, legitimate here. But they quickly throw in here, Netmarble did post an actual, like, wallpaper screensaver for your phones. And I guess some of the characters' outfits aren't obviously legit here, or we don't have in-game. Not to say they were cancelled here, but I thought I'd bring it up because we're talking about Halloween characters here. But King with a scythe, that outfit looks pretty good. Obviously, got more of an updated one that would have been pretty good as well. Speaking of, obviously, that Merlin outfit, there's another one here that, I mean, if they made the artwork for it, make it a character in-game, right? Like, maybe that was meant to be a character. Maybe we might get that next year. And all the way in the back, boys, Frankenstein Escanor. Is that the Escanor went to get, or I could just didn't re-update him? But whenever they do these wallpapers, I get it, Escanor's at the top, he's the pinnacle, right? They always just leave a little small screenshot of Escanor on the top left and don't do anything with him. But yeah, maybe that was meant to be the Escanor for us to get here. Yeah, boys, that are 6 to 8 characters that got cancelled from Grand Cross or never gonna come. Like I mentioned, a lot of them are actually kind of cool. The King and Merlin are ones that I kind of wish were in the game right now. And once again, Diona, Barn, and even Gopher kind of just got turned into more cosmetic, or we didn't really get the updated version here, but you're a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, boys, hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Stay tuned for later today. We're going to go through the patch notes for the new Shooter collaboration coming out tomorrow on Global. Hopefully, well, I say tomorrow, 2 days, 2 days time. I'll probably upload this a bit later. But yeah, boys, thank you for watching. Once again, I'm sorry for not uploading frequently on this channel recently. Just been busy, so now we're going to get back into the swing of things, hopefully, after that last time, but we'll see what happens. So boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.